Oh, I. What's going on? We're back once again for Talk That Stuff, number 154. Ain't no stopping us. That's right. Right here in the most unorthodox way in almost 4 years. Talk That Stuff still is being brought to you on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, coming live to you from XSplit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here, and I have the panel here. Hopefully the chat's pouring in. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Yeah. Hey. Up first, making a long hiatus on his way back from every damn where, Detroit, Jersey, now residing in North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome back to That Dunlap. Next, from Philly, now in the DMV, ladies and gentlemen, he goes by Mental the God. Let's go. Up next, from Oakland, USA, the man with the funny meme, ladies and gentlemen, the Fresh Maker's Own RTO Beats. Up next from Flint, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Wallace. Wallace. All right. Thank you. Up next, from Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for, you know this man, we all know this man, no need for introduction. Let's give it up for AKA Tay Lee, AKA Digger. And I am from Jersey and in Florida. I am DJ Widebody. I'm on my dirty man shit. I'm on my God body shit. I'm on that shit. We ready to go. Let's get it. Ain't no stopping us. What's going on? What's happening? What it do? What it be? What do you know? What do you see over there? What's happening? What's happening? Talk That Stuff, number 154, man. Great day today. Hot as hell outside, but I'm glad to be here. Glad to have you here for about a couple of days. We didn't know what we were going to do. For those of you that don't know, Google's got rid of Google Hangouts on air. You can still have a Google Hangout, but you cannot go live through through YouTube anymore. So There's a lot of people that are displaced as far as having multi-caller live hangout sessions. They have the YouTube cam, which is only one person, and what I'm doing is I'm running everything through XSplit. Shout out to XSplit, shout out to OBS, because these I'm guessing a lot of people are going to be switching over to that. There are some alternates to doing what I'm doing. There's a couple of programs out there, but you can't have more than 6 callers. And it'll Skype, you can't really, I mean, I could shoot from Skype from here, but Skype right now is not really, we're so used to the Hangouts. I figure, hey, we could still get away with using the Hangouts and going live until they like just get rid of Hangouts altogether. I think this is the route to go, man. But you know, happy to be here still 3 years running strong, still trying to, you know, build up. You know, YouTube flagged me a couple years back as explicit, so a lot of my viewers and a lot of my subscriber counts have went down, which is fine. Which, you know, I don't really do it for that. I do this because, you know, I just have fun doing it. Something to do on Sundays and I have fun. I get to chop it up with you fine people out there live, and you find people that is watching on playback, and I'm cool. It's cool with me. So once again, Talk That Stuff still here, still trying to do some things here and there. Yeah, so shout out to y'all that's out there listening, and those of you watching, and then obviously shout out to the panel. Got Mental to God here, Dap Dunlap, RTO Beats, Tay Lee. These cats has been here since basically day one, since I first fired up the Hangouts, man. We continue to be here rocking. So what's going on, guys? Good to see y'all. He said, Digger or something. Huh? Hi, right? Digger or something. I'm gonna get a cease and desist. You two gonna be like, I thought we told you. Right. Right. What's going on, man? Right. Hey, it's technology, damn it. I mean, you know, that's all you got. I mean, this actually could probably be, this could be better. I mean, you know, because this thing here has, you can go Facebook Live, you can go to Twitch Live, you can do a lot of things. Now, I was thinking, man, I could probably do something where I get my other laptop going, you know, get a YouTube, Facebook Live, and we could probably broadcast more, but we'll talk about that later down the line. I probably want to say that for something else special as far as with music is concerned, and maybe projects and people doing and all kind of other stuff. Maybe I got some ideas, man, flowing, but we'll see. So welcome, it's Sunday. R. Kelly's still locked up. He's still in jail. He got lost in the feds the other day. They couldn't find him. Also, real quick, the R. Kelly news, his publicist, the guy that had the, yeah, he lost him in the fed system. The lawyer couldn't find him. He doing him dirty. He said he couldn't find him. The lawyer's tripping. Yeah, they're trying to get him to Brooklyn or something, man. It's like he can't, his lawyer went on the news and like, can't find my client and shit. That's pretty good, RT. In the closet, it wasn't in the closet. Yeah, so you know, the man with the whole barbershop haircut, his publicist basically, he ended up stepping down. Gayle King, shout out to Gayle King for breaking this man and cracking this man's spirits. Gayle King followed up. She wasn't forgetting nothing. You know, I guess when he went to when he first did the press conference and the Savage family was there. I want to see my daughter. That's what I wanted. Where's she at? He was, you know, acting cool. You mess with my press conference. If it was my daughter, I'll run a truck through the building. So, you know, I would not. He said I wouldn't have my daughter around any accused pedophiles. So, right, basically, your man getting accused of pedophilia. So he had to step down. I'm betting it was R. Kelly's his defense team. Like, man, you didn't messed up. You gotta go. Like you, because. Yep. Right. Yep. Too late. What's going on, BG? Yeah, too late for that. Well, for real. I agree with you on that, BG. Yeah. Right. He jumped in 6 months ago. You know, I don't think he felt, because before, in 6 months, you know, I think R. Kelly still had the charges pending, but he didn't know. It got a little, it got real when he got thrown in jail. So I think he was like, man, what the hell did I get myself into? Plus, he said his conscience was weighing on him, man. Like, after that first press conference when he said that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I think this man has a set of standards. I think this man had a set of morals, man. I felt that I think that he felt like he was compromising them. I think he, like you said. Yeah. Right, right. The motherfucker bounced. Right. Right. Would y'all let him out? Would y'all give him bail right now? Yeah. Right. I would give him bail too. Right. Right. Well, you know, the whole innocent until proven guilty shit. Right. I kind of feel. I mean, I know he was. You know, he's gonna have his day in court. I mean, to me, holding without bail is just not due process to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Glad you brought that up, bro. Right. You're right. Money gets you out a lot of shit. I mean, what happened to the Robert Kraft shit? You know, that shit kind of getting washed underneath the rug, which I don't know exactly when. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Wait, wait. You a billionaire, bro. I'm not going out for nothing. Did he just do it because he, like, Kraft, did, like, you know, go out to his place like that, or, you know, area like that? You don't. Yeah. DoorDash. Right. Right. You got. I tried to get down with them. They sent me a bag, a cooler bag. Yeah, I put no DoorDash for like the. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. I use it. I was trying to I use it for my lunch pail. But yeah, but you know, a lot of people don't really realize, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, Hugh Hefner, man, he been doing that shit for years. But like you said, his money, different type of different type of lifestyle, you know. And isn't this a lot of I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and kill y'all with R. Kelly, but isn't these charges that he's facing right now, aren't these previous charges from like 07, 08? Aren't most of them? Because mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man. Right. Right. Crazy. Who's that? It's all gonna come out in the wash. What's me? Yeah, that's crazy. That will come out. Yeah, but you remember? Man, I remember the chicks in high school bragging on how their boyfriend got cars and shit. They coming to pick them up at the school, do beers and shit. You know? Right. Yeah. I remember that. Did we see anything? I didn't see any. I mean, I didn't really look into it, but you know, I saw. You know, that's crazy, dude. I didn't really. Right. Fuck yeah. I hate it. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, boy, just about all of them. Right, but you know the diamond in the roughs in school. You know what I mean? Now they like, wow, like, cause you know I was on the receiving end or something like that. Like, yo, I remember you in high school, but wow, like now look, you know, but a lot, you know, the mileage on them, man, because you know to be a chick, you know, in school, you know, hey, what's happening, bro? Yo, you good? What's up, Ray D3000 Davenport? What it do? What's going on? Yeah, basically Ray D3000. We cannot go Hangouts live anymore directly from YouTube. So I have an app that we use. It's called XSplit, and basically I'm screen sharing the regular Hangout, and we're going live from XSplit until something else comes along. But man, you always right. Hey, congratulations on that, Ray D. Good luck while I'm trying to get your bachelor's. That's what's up. Hell yeah. But oh man. Oh, Smack, you can't hear nobody? Wait a minute. Hey, can somebody go on my hold on. Oh man. Oh, Smack, you can't hear nobody? Wait a minute. Hey, can somebody go on my hold on. Oh man. Can you hear you? You can't hear nobody? Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute. Hey, can somebody go on my hold on, let me try that.
Yeah.
Can you hear you? You can't hear nobody? Hold on, let me see. Hey, Ray D, real quick. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Can you hear the panel?
Yo.
Now we can hear it. Now I got it straight. I'm sorry. Damn, bro. Little kinks we got to work out, but we'll get it. My bad. Apologize if you guys just hearing me.
He said the panel is low.
Yo.
I got it straight. I'm sorry. Damn, bro. Oh, the panel is low. How about now? Because I just changed it. My bad. Apologize if you guys just hearing me.
He said the panel.
All right. How about now? I turned y'all up. We're good. Couple things. Okay, we're good now. Okay. Thanks, Davenport. Thanks, Ray D. Appreciate that. Sorry about that. So yeah, so that was like a thing in high school, man. But you know, I was like, you can't compete with that, man. And you know, I have a couple, you know, people that I grew in my neighborhood. There were a few years older than me used to hang out at the high school and wait for the you know, the people to get out of high school, man. Like you sitting there straggling the line. Oh, she's 18, but bro, she's still in high school. Her mind ain't on no grown people stuff, man. Like just because. And my whole thing is this: man, 52 years old. He got 2 girlfriends that are he's probably what 21, 22 years old. You know, what can you possibly have in common with? I mean, I don't know. It's just my take on it, man. But I don't know.
He's schooling them to the game and nailing them.
Right.
That's it.
Pretty all in the nutshell, man. All in the nutshell.
Schooling now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's about it. And I don't know. What the girls. You know, I don't know what they're. You know, I don't know why they're into it. That'll be another good question. Like, what do the girls see? You know what I mean?
Well,
outside of the glitz and glamour, like, you know.
Are you talking about being with R. Kelly or just being with someone older in general? Like back in the day?
Yeah, nah, not the R. Kelly. Yeah. Like back in the day.
Oh yeah, back in the day. That's
just being with an older person, you with someone that's driving while you in high school.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's a couple of issues. I think a lot of times chicks be having daddy issues or their daddy.
That too. That's a
big part of it. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of them buy into the idea that they're quote unquote mature. You know how they had that.
Yeah.
Mature faster than men. That's physically, but not mentally. I think.
Yeah.
And I just those things, just those variables right there, man. That you're in a household where your father ain't around, you don't have any male guidance, and your mom might be the type of woman that work all the time. Well, she might be around, but she just don't give you the proper upbringing or what have you. And that kind of shit happens.
Yeah, I think too, though. I think when somebody wants you to do something, say like these young joints messing with a hustler, and maybe he want her to hold something or do, things in that nature. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of times your natural instinct kick in, like, I don't know, but then this is where the game comes in at from the guy.
Right.
So I don't always think it's like their maturity level ain't there, because I think your human instinct is always there. It's just you may not be able to be in position to follow it. Because the older dude gonna press you, and you like, I don't know, and you just wind up doing it because whatever reason. Then if he's physical, you know what I'm saying, that could be another thing too. So I don't know.
I think it's that, and plus sometimes a lot of people be naive about shit. So.
And that just come with youth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But you remember, these females. A lot of these females I saw want to grow up really fast, man. They want to be Miss Fast Ass and want to be grown and all that. And when the opportunity presents itself, yeah, exactly. So, most of us on the panel here got daughters, man, and the last thing I want my little baby girl to do is grow up. Stay young as long as you can stay young. I don't. Why do you need to get makeup? Hell no, you don't need makeup. What you need makeup on for? You need to be making up these getting these grades up. Let's make that up.
No makeup.
Make up an easy way to get good grades or something. Or do something crazy. Make a nice science project or something. There's no reason in a lot because man, because I know, man, I've been around there's predators out here, bro. There's predators everywhere. There's predators sitting, lurking, up close and personal, and in the cuts, man. And I know, man, I watched too much to Catch a Predator, and what killed me about that show, is the regular average working Joe, man, will be in there trying to meet up with a 13-year-old boy or a 12-year-old girl, like regular rabbis, doctors, professional people that got a lot to lose, man. It's like these are the people that are supposed to protect
people that deal with the kids that they trying to hook up with,
right? The Catholic priest situation, they cover that up real well. Money go real far in this world, man. Cause
crazy.
This would have been First Baptist Church. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Let me say this. Just keep in mind that when you consider sex in Western society, sex is about power. Mm-hmm. And for some people, it's not about a sexual attraction like physical sexual attraction. It's about being able to exhibit power and control,
right?
Control the growth of this person. in a real sadistic way. I'm sorry. And I think that Western society, I think Western society kind of worships young women. I'm gonna keep it real. Western society worships young women
and young boys.
Who are the most attractive women in American society? 22, 21, 22, 23. Those are the women who are commodified as being the most attractive. Let's keep it above. You know, all this conversation about a biological clock, that's the construction of a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a woman's body changes, but the biological clock or whatever, I mean, all women don't want to have kids. So for me, I look at it like it's this whole thing is a natural progression from people who are sick and want to exhibit power. You know what I'm saying? I work with kids all the time, and I work with college, you know, co-eds and this, that, and third. They 21, they 22. And when I tell you that they are children, they are children that can drive, vote, smoke, drink alcohol. That's what they are. And it saddens me that that's something that people who are older actively not only try to go after and try to take control of, but they actually emulate it too. I don't want to be 22. I don't want to be 20. I couldn't even see it being 23 years old. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So,
yeah,
I don't know. That's just my take on it.
I mean,
it's about power.
Right. Although I feel, you know, 23, 21 was great, I was not in the headspace that I'm in now. And I kind of felt like, you know, I look back at it, man, although I think I was pretty responsible at that age, man, than a lot of other people that age. I kind of grew up a little fast as myself, but you know, I did cherish my youth, but yeah, like I wouldn't want to have that same mindset that I had back then, you know.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah, I think part of it is how you. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
I think part of it is how you was raised.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
then it comes back, and then it comes. I don't know. I hope I'm not echoing because I'm in a funny spot. But,
no echo.
I think part of it is how you was raised, and then also who are you? Like, what's your makeup? You know what I'm saying? Because I always be, you know, I talk to a couple people, like my wife and one of my good friends, and I'm always like, yo, if DNA has been the same DNA strand's been around, that means like Mussolini, Hitler, Genghis Khan, like all these, you know, Greek cats, like all that's still permeating in the system, correct? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is why you still get pedophiles and all these different people, these predators, and like Wallace said earlier, like the Western society, like, you know, in the Greek culture, you know, young women were fantasized about and things like that were, you know, more attractive. But you know what I'm saying? Like the same things that has been going on for thousands of years, man. Like, right. You know, it's in our time frame now.
Right.
But it's the same shit.
I'm into a lot Roman history, and you know, one of the things would be to give somebody a gift would be either to give them a young girl or a young boy, and it would be acceptable. Like, wow, you know. Yeah,
in the Moroccan culture, they still have arranged marriages from when the kids are little.
Wow.
But you got to think too. I mean, this has only been 60 years. 70 years where that type of practice was not only widespread, but it was widely accepted. Arranged marriages, dudes, you know what I'm saying, dudes marrying 14, 15-year-old girls. Yep. Straight up. That's like, Elvis, I mean, throughout the majority of human history, as soon as a woman reached the level of maturity, they could be married to a man, a grown man.
Waiting in the
you know, you have life expectancy.
Maturity is not always mental. Maturity back in those days meant when once a young lady had a cycle, she was a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I meant without saying it. Yeah.
Right.
They used to have a lot back in the South.
Don't worry about it, Wallace. I got you. That's why I'm here.
That's why exactly. I mean, I look at it like when you really consider the fact that this is all coming to light this is just a natural progression of a society that has a lot of information and is beginning to question everything. You know what I'm saying? It's people questioning everything involving religion, everything involving politics, everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Me Too. The whole Me Too movement. I mean, although you know, it's kind of based on some craziness or whatever. No matter what you believe about it, I mean, men have literally harassed the shit out of women for the entire human eternity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like because men were physically imposing on women.
Right.
Straight up.
Yeah, and then I think a lot of it play too, and a lot of it too play from your religion. How women are looked at in religion too. Just like with the being, you know, the Bible says when you're 12 years old, now you're allowed to be judged by God. Not now. I'm not saying that verbatim, but that's in the Bible too. This is why when the Jews do the bar mitzvah, like now the kid can, you know, actually be, you know, judged by God about it, and that's like it's something instead is, you know, man. Yeah, I think it's a lot of tradition, and we're in the age of information, so a lot of things are coming out now. For what, you know, not every.
Damn, you cyborging, breaking up a little bit with that.
I think I mean, historically, like historical context, a lot of shit in the Bible. I mean, that shit was written a long time ago. And it's just, I mean, the principles, a lot of the principles are still very relevant. I went to church today and I was thinking about that. Like, a lot of the principles and everything is still extremely relevant. But I view it as a book of wisdom more than I do like a historical kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what? Not to get too religious.
But it's the form.
But if you try to look at it from a historical standpoint, you're gonna fall flat on your face. So you better look at it as like you just said, as something that you can kind of extract wisdom from.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to base it in in a historical context, you ain't gonna have nothing to base it off of.
Yeah, just learn from certain things. That's what I did.
Because I was always of the mindset, if you know, if a lot of that shit is true, like a lot of those figures actually existed, why you ain't got their bones and you know they skeletal remains somewhere in the museum, or you know, like you got pharaohs who got, you know, sarcophaguses of their remains and shit like that. So
absolutely, and I think when you think about how Christianity has affected Western civilization, in every relationship there typically is a God. There's a God and a follower. There's supposed to be a God, and who is the God in your house? Who's supposed to be God in your house?
Hey, a God, a middleman, then a follower.
Right. But the middleman is the person that gets you to God. So you essentially become God. I'm controlling shit. Like if I'm in my house and I'm the man of the house, I'm supposed to essentially be the connect to God. So if I'm the plug to God, then I am your God. When you think about it, and I think it's set up these relationships of dominance. You gotta dominate something.
Hey,
look at how I'm gonna keep it real. Look at how think about it like this. Look at how white folk treat dogs.
Love dogs.
That's about dominance, because they have undying loyalty. Undying loyalty.
Yeah, they couldn't get that out of the Negro race. and that's why, man, people love their dogs, because they found validation through dogs what they couldn't find through us.
Nah, man, listen. Black folks have dogs. They have dogs, and they love dogs. But white folks love their dogs.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've seen a black dude take a dog in the middle of the woods and ride off without him. A white person will never do that.
Nah,
hell no.
Part of the family.
I done seen white folks that ain't got a pot to piss in, that they dog can get sick and they'll take that. I've seen white people get insurance for their dogs.
Oh yeah, I'll give you one. I'll give you one better than that. I've seen a homeless white dude with a dog. Hey, with a dog, and if you homeless, you can barely feed yourself. But man, this dog, if the man ate, the dog ate.
Hey, I got insurance for my dog.
That's your better.
My boxer passed away when I didn't have a job. I was out of a job for like 6 months, and needed surgery. It was like $1,400, but I had all my money planned out, like rent wise and car note and all of that shit, and it wasn't in the budget. Man,
you're bad on the
job. Got a brand new job. Got a brand new dog. First thing I got was insurance. Like, I ain't never gonna happen again.
Because an investment.
Yeah, you was a bad owner.
Man.
I mean, hey, my man got a saltwater tank, and each fish costs like $300-400. I said, bro, I wouldn't sleep. I mean, it's pretty as hell, man. I love to have a saltwater tank, man, but them things are expensive. And anyway, I could take insurance out to protect my investment. That's kind of how I look at it, with that.
But you know what though, man.
That's why I got
speaking to what Wallace was talking about. That's why, like right now, like now in my life now, I don't ever want to own anything as a pet because I don't want to feel like to me, when I know people love dogs and love their pets or whatever. But I don't want to hold shit captive that's supposed to be free.
Birds.
Nothing. I don't want shit.
Supposed to fly, man. Not sit in a fucking cage. Excuse my language.
Look. If a fly, hey, dude, listen. If a fly in my house, dude, you know what I'm trying to do? I don't want to kill him. I just want to get his ass up out of here.
That spider, I'm trying to stomp him out. I'm sorry. Spider, I'm trying to stomp him out.
That's what my wife be on.
Spider got to die.
Yeah, Spider, I got to go ahead and smash his ass with the ball.
Word up, man.
But but like when I was a kid, it was all about ownership of something, like having a cat, having a dog, having a bird. You know what I'm saying? A turtle. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I found it was a turtle in my yard a couple of weeks ago, and I pulled up in the driveway, and I saw him crawling across my driveway, and I was like, damn, I should keep this. Then I started thinking, like, man, you know what, man? How the fuck would you feel if somebody was keeping your ass under lock and key, or keeping you in a terrarium or some shit?
Right.
So I just got the turtle. I put him in a bucket, filled it up with water, and I drove him to like the nearest ditch. And I dumped him off. And I came on back to the house.
That was dope. But you know what's funny? Down here in Florida, the turtle got more rights than I got. You mess with them turtles if you want to. You will go to jail. Will not pass go. Will not collect any money. Like you don't think.
But that's just my frame of thinking now. Like I said, back when I was 11, 10, 9, in that age.
Let's set them on fire.
Having a pet, yeah, catching bullfrogs and shit, and
right.
And just having a pet of some sort. But like now that I'm older, I don't have that need to be, aside from my family, I don't feel that need to be responsible for nothing beside my family.
I feel the same way with that too. I couldn't take care of pets. Like I couldn't do it. I had a guinea pig. We had a guinea pig.
Hey, besides too, I couldn't feed a pet around here because I buy too many records and shit and other stuff. So
girl on my job, she's like into pets, and she got all kind of pets, and them pets are treats. She treat them. Them pets get better treatment and eat better than I eat.
But man, it takes a very special person, man.
I'll be right back.
To be a pet owner and to own something and love it where you'll put it before yourself at times.
All right.
I don't think I love nothing that much. Besides, I don't love a pet that much.
You gotta be responsible, bro.
But I do empathize with people who build have a real relationship with their pets and they die. I feel empathy for them. Right. That's why I guess too. That's why I never wanted another pet, because I don't want to have to deal with the fact that I might lose it someday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and dogs, especially dogs, man. Cause dogs, you have a dog for 10 years. That's a long time. That dog ain't,
Yeah.
Gotta let him go.
I bought a dog in 2008. His name was Marlo. Oh, and shit. me and my wife, she was my girl at that time. We had just got together, and I went out and got him. And then about 4 or 5 months later, he was having like a skin issue or whatever. And I'm like, I had a conversation with him like, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, nigga. If that mange don't get no better, we're gonna have to get at you. And do you know that this mug got itself together and ain't had a problem since? I had my son. Listen, I had my son, and he had to leave, and he went over my brother's house. He's at my brother's house, and he ain't had a health issue since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heard that.
And I love my little brother. When my son was having allergy issues after he was born, and we found out he was allergic to dogs, so we got rid of him, and that shit hurt. But you know,
right.
I had to put my son above him.
It's the pecking order, goddammit.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Oh, this motherfucker, man. Hey, dude, you don't get this motherfucking flaky shit together, man. Hey, you get your body.
Hey,
right.
So anybody, public service announcement. ASAP Rocky wants to thank all his fans and everyone that stuck with him. So he's going his way back to Soho.
Hey, you know what, man? Fuck ASAP. I said it.
They should have kept his ass over there in that IKEA over
there. Right. Hey, made some more expedite bookcases.
Excursion.
I read that shit.
Escalade.
You know what?
Escalade bookcases.
Escalade. Yeah.
I read that shit he said back in the day about Ferguson or whatever. I was like, man, he must have been high. He must have been drunk.
No. Hey, you know what? I don't think he was high. I just think niggas. You know what, man? When you're that famous and you have money, you know what I'm saying? You become out of touch, but you also you have this mindset of, you know, it'll never happen to me because I'm rich and I'm famous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, people do target rich and famous people too, but
yeah, or he didn't have nothing to say, or he didn't know what to say about it.
Well, don't say shit. Don't say what the fuck you said, though.
But you know what? Yes, he did, because he's young, he's black, and furthermore, he's from New York City, so he should know.
Nigga from Harlem.
Right, but he may not know how to articulate himself in a way.
If that's the case, if you don't know how to articulate it, then don't say shit.
That
makes sense. You made yourself look dumb as fuck saying
you know what?
Right.
But I'm not gonna agree with that, because you gotta think about it. This dude agreed to an interview. They ask you all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And this dude,
he don't know what they're gonna ask him. It's just like the guy, but it's just like the guy that don't know how to read. The guy that don't know how to read, when he get called out in school, he make every excuse not to read. It's the pushback. It's the pushback. So if you ask me a question because you ASAP Rocky, they think they're gonna get something from me because I'm ASAP. They don't know what ASAP Rocky knowledge game like or what he knows.
I would agree. I would agree with you if I had not already seen the interview when this dude is intelligent. Let's not forget the fact that a lot of these people they play to their audience, right? This dude here is actually more intelligent than he needs to be.
Hey, intelligence and awareness is two different things when you're 24.
Right.
Very true.
I give you that. You know what I'm saying?
But you do know how to. It's like when your mom used to tell you, when you go somewhere, you know how to act. So you know how to act when you go places. You know how to properly address shit. But like I said, when you got money, and you become somewhat disconnected from. Look at Kanye. Kanye was probably one of the biggest proponents of the black experience that there was.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not excusing what he said at all. Don't get me twisted.
No. I'm with you, Wallace. But I was just, when I think about the Ferguson shit, you being young black and like RTL said, being from Harlem, you already know what the NYPD about. So you already know firsthand what the situation could be if you was in them shoes. If the rollover,
nigga, you got relatives, so ain't like you ain't black, bro. You know what the fuck
but that's
that nigga said that shit because he was on some dumb young boy rich shit, and I don't know nothing about that because I'm over here living this motherfucker Soho life. That was some shit he said he was young, so hey, then he gonna have to take that L and live with it.
Hey, it's just like when we talk about the Mayo King. Like when he just young, there's only so much. It's only so much you can allocate to being young.
He got a new name now.
That's been his name. Shit.
Nah, that's been his name.
I ain't know that.
That nigga, he got aliases like he in the Wu Gambinos. Called this nigga Mayo King.
Mayo King.
Damn, Mayo King.
Nah, but you know, man, it's only so much. It's like saying BG is she's 26, 27 years old, and she do some dumb shit like, well, no, you know, she young, bullshit. I can't hike that up to being her just being young because she got guidance around her to make the right decision.
Yeah, where's the publicist?
Yeah, I just don't think he know what to say, and he just said he just got in defense mode.
I'm saying the whole shit about him being young because at that time, and I guess like Wallace said about being aware and shit. That's some. I think I attribute that to being of age because if he was, if that nigga was 32, I don't think he would said the same shit.
But let me ask you a question: How aware are who's more aware than the nigga who got money and notoriety? You know what's going on out here because hey. You are.
I mean, the awareness of saying some dumb shit.
I disagree because it's not that he wasn't aware of what was going on or that it was fucked up. It was he probably in the back of his mind is thinking to himself like, I'm not trying to fuck up no relationships with people who are paying me by talking about this shit.
That's why you say that's why you slide out by saying it's unfortunate.
It's sad as shit, but it's very honest.
That's gonna be your way.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
it's sad as fuck, but that's the way it is. And at the end of the day, too, you got to consider that he doesn't have to give a fuck. He insulated from a lot of that shit. And consider this: you on the street, you 17, 18 years old. All of a sudden, you making rap money. I'm telling you, I know 21 and 22-year-old dudes who have no awareness about anything, and I ain't just talking about black shit. I'm talking about anything.
General.
They don't it's like they don't see themselves.
Right.
They don't see themselves. So I can only imagine what that would be like. I mean, I don't even want to do it, but it's niggas who close. It's niggas who close to me that I feel like shit. If these niggas got money, they'd be in trouble. And whoever getting money with them gonna be in trouble.
Right. You moving so. I mean, just think, you growing up, no money, you barely making it. All of a sudden, you have all this money, these leisures, all these perks. You're going so fast, you can't even slow down and think.
You know what's so dangerous about that, though? What's dangerous about this whole ordeal with him is now. And now, if you think he was unaware or didn't give a fuck now,
right.
I mean, now, think about what then transpired.
Nah, I don't think it'll be that way. I hope. Because at the end of the day,
you get what I'm saying?
Him not getting out of jail or him getting out of jail isn't a matter of his privilege. It's because he's been politicized. It's because the whole thing has been politicized.
But what I'm saying is, in lieu of that, 45. See, he gonna be indebted to 45. Watch what I tell you. When from this day forward. I don't think he's going to take the stance. I don't think he's going to re-look at the situation with Mike Brown that he answered 2 years prior. I don't think he's going to get to that side of the fence per se. But I think he's going to continue to straddle the fence, and he's going to be thankful that 45 did him a solid.
So you saying he's going to do a concert at the wall?
Bruh, he just might. I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, quiet as it's kept, 45 really didn't do shit. I mean, it was in the headline.
Yeah, he didn't. He just said some shit.
No,
he just tried to politicize.
I don't think he made calls and like, yeah, we gotta get this nigga out ASAP. My homie, we gotta get him out ASAP.
No, I don't think that. But like you just said though, one thing about that dude, he knows how to use the media, especially social media, to his advantage. So he can create the he could create the whole narrative of, oh man, I helped get the ball rolling. If it wasn't for me, blah 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 blah. You already know because
he's gonna take some credit for some shit.
Definitely capitalize on that.
Of course.
Well, I was reading. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Dad. Go ahead.
Oh, I was reading earlier that he was at Kanye's Sunday service today.
Oh, see.
Put some calls in. So now supposedly, because Kanye got that connection.
I rest my case.
And it was kind of,
hey man,
you trying to use him to get him out. Never know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, that's dangerous right there. But like far too many times, man, we get in a situation where we're comfortable financially. We we create that distance to where we become unaware. We become unbothered by shit we used to go through. Because one thing we don't understand is in some small part of life, a lot of us who aren't wise about what we're obtaining through wealth and notoriety, within the flip of a switch, we can lose all that.
Absolutely.
And then you gotta go back to square one. But if you ain't maintaining good relationships, back at the ground level, when you fall, how you gonna get your shit back together? When the hood don't love you no more.
Yeah, once you lose,
like Wallace said, nobody owes anybody anything. At the end of the day, he don't owe Mike Brown family nothing, no condolences, no nothing. He don't owe any of us anything. But at the end of the day, man, you can't get so far up on the on the upper echelon that you forget how the bottom look.
Right.
That's your foundation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your foundation.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing I always remind, like I know Nas ain't always in the hood, but one thing that when I have seen Nas, Nas always maintains a connection back where he came from. He might not be, you know what I'm saying? He might not be there every day hanging on the park benches and like that, but he touches the world when he go back to Queensbridge or wherever wherever his locale is or whatever. And that's one thing I like about him, that you can't get so far that you forget.
Right.
You don't forget that you forget to look back. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think ASAP. I think he's in the know, but I don't think he know how to express himself that way. Now, but then again, like you said too, maybe he just didn't want to. But I think he's aware. And when they asked him that question,
I think Wallace hit it right on the head. What you said too, Dad. I think Wallace hit it on the head when he said that he's not trying to mess up any relationship that's getting him money. And I mean, business wise, I understand it. I even respect.
I look at it like this. I just came from DC, right? Like I just came from DC, and you see all of these institutions and buildings and people who are working. And they could be on one side of the fence or the other, but just like our tour guide would not really go too far towards saying what her political affiliations are public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it has the capacity to fuck with her money based on what she see and who she dealing with. Now, she was on a bus full of black kids and all black leadership, so she was pumping up Obama and she told me in confidence that she fucking worshipped Obama. But I could see her kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I know how the game is played, so I know if I do come out and say, you know what I'm saying, this is some fucking bullshit, blah, blah. I mean, look at what Ed Reed did. And, Ed Reed with the Hall of Fame and everything. He was talking, he had the shirt that talked about police brutality and this, that, and the third, which is fine. He doesn't have anything to lose either. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. I mean, the expectation of a black man above the age of 25 is for them to be politically conscious enough to know that Trump be on some bullshit, they be killing black people, the police be killing black people, and can really spout off the mouth about it. Any black man, it don't matter what your job is, it don't matter where you are in society, the expectation is that's what you gonna say. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, it was kind of like a catch-22 for him, because if he said anything outside of that, it was gonna be a problem. But they was just looking for a soundbite. They didn't give a fuck what he thought about that shit.
Right. They wanted to start some, had another agenda. Rock that concern, but like you said, as far as the youth, you being young and being just the way you handle yourself out there, I think the most smartest thing to do when you come, like say you young, you got a whole bunch of money, you got to get somebody, you have to have somebody that has some sense to bring your ass back down to reality. Like, wait a minute, don't move like that. Don't say this.
And I'm gonna say this too, wide body. Our these kids are growing up. It's a good thing that Trump was elected to a degree, because a lot of kids were growing up not recognizing racism for what it was, because the lines have blurred so much. You have so many children that are of mixed race. You have so many, you know, so much intermingling. And hip hop has been a really key piece in bringing youth culture together under the same umbrella.
Right.
And so, or at least middle class to lower class kids, you know what I'm saying? Because upper middle class kids, they still know the line of delineation is whether you got paper or not. Period. So I don't know. I think he might have, you know, even though he grew up in Harlem, you start making money. I mean, this dude is in Beverly Hills smoking weed with two white kids from Malibu. Them his people.
Right. You know what's so crazy? Maybe this is off key, but the high school that I went to, when I went to high school, we had two lunchrooms. We have the north lunchroom and the south lunchroom. Now I kind of felt at the time they were doing a test, but we didn't have assigned lunchroom, so there'd be majority whites in the north and it'd be majority blacks in the south. Now you had a couple here mingling. It would be maybe 2 or 3% white people would be in the black one and 2 or 3% blacks would be in the white one. What happened when my brother went to school? My brother, I'm like 4 years older than my brother. When my brother went to school, they started assigning lunchrooms, and I've noticed that the relationship my brother was a football star. You know, he was pretty popular, and he had a lot of. I was so amazed on how relationship he had, like even all of them had with each other. It was more unity. Like the white guys would actually come over and sleep over at the house, and he'd go over there. We didn't do that when I went to school. It wasn't like that. We didn't have. It wasn't tight like that. Like now, but when I seen that, I say, you know what? Times are changing, man. Times are changing because a lot of these young kids, man, they wasn't around. Or they wasn't a part of. All they do is hear about it. Some of them didn't experience that shit because a lot of them say this shit's stupid, man. Like this, is my man right here. I play Pot Warner. I've been with him since Pot Warner. Like that's my man. I would trust him with my life, and I think it starts there. Even though a lot of in our generation, a lot of our parents and grandparents were either A, marching with King, or B, slinging somebody up to a tree. And when the generations pass, and as far as that's concerned, like you got more mixing other races as far as people having mixed kids, and I think eventually, man, all that shit's gonna dumb down. It's gonna dissolve. I see it already, not as fast as we all think, but I think man, about 20-30 years, or I think it's gonna dissolve just from seeing that.
I don't know. I think that I think we have an obsession with race in the country. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talk about racism every day, and I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about people. Like that's the conversation. I mean, amongst black folks, at least.
But we need to talk about it in response to somebody else's dismay about it. You dig what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, it's funny to me because a lot of times, like at my job, I'll talk to this certain guy that I talk to, and he'll always preface the person he's talking about by inserting the color of the person he's talking about. And he's an older white dude. But, well, this black guy that I know lives over here, blah blah blah. So if I'm talking to him, I'm like, man, this guy over here, man, blah 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 blah. But he never asked me what color they are. But I never, because the color, to me, when I'm having a conversation about that person, the color is nondescript.
It don't matter. I'll be on that same shit.
It don't matter to me. I don't like now. If you know what's crazy about it, if I'm at home explaining this situation to my wife, or somebody who's I'm in close quarters with, I might say that. But like in terms of just general conversation with people I work with. It's never about the color. It's about the action that was exhibited or whatever.
I would think you would use the color to describe the situation, and maybe that situation happened because of that color. I was driving down the street and this black lady fucking ran over a squirrel. It ain't that.
Nah, but you know what? Even if it was something like that, I'd be like, what happened, man? I almost ran over this goddamn woman, man, over here, man, picking up cans and shit. And my wife might be like, what color was she? I looked at her and like,
absolutely.
Does that matter?
Yeah.
Cause I mean, you can't lie. You can't lie. That shit happened last night. The first thing that you was looking for was, I noticed a white dude.
Yeah,
I noticed a country white
mean,
dude.
yeah.
But we have become creatures you know, of habit to it when it comes to that. Like, matter of fact, I was
this ain't no black dude.
Man, listen, man, I just came back from looking for another chair for the lab, man, for a nice comfortable chair, and this dude on my way to go to look for the chair, this dude cut me off. And so I'm like, the first thing I'm thinking is like, man, I'm so glad I left my piece at the crib.
All right.
But when I catch up to him, I'm looking at the back window, and I'm like, please don't let this be. And when I get there, I'm like, okay, this is a white dude, because he just did. But, and that's not saying that niggas don't do the same shit. But it was just in the manner in which he did. I said, man, it's gotta be.
I ain't gonna say we all do that, but I definitely.
No, we all, because, you know, like I said, at that moment, I'm like, man, you know, like, he didn't give a shit about my vehicle, you know. But I said, let me catch up with him. I thought to myself, like, man, I'm glad I'm getting to a point now where I'm not letting a lot of shit bother me. Yeah. While I'm in traffic, because people do crazy shit in Memphis all the time. Right. That's pretty much anywhere we live. It's not just you know, specific to my city. It's everywhere we go.
And you really don't know where people were in their mind at the time. Yep. Like he might have had something going on and made a quick move without paying attention, something on his mind.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I always assume that if it's, and this may sound punk, you know, like some weird shit, but it's a white dude who driving aggressively on the highway, and you be like looking in your mirror like, okay, motherfucker, you hit me, I'm gonna jump out this car and I'm gonna put my hands on you. But you have to assume that motherfucker got a damn gun. Right. You have to assume that.
I've been there.
But that's for anybody though. That's for anybody. But you know, like it's funny that you said that, because I'm gonna say about 5 or 6 years ago, man, there was a father and a son traveling through West Memphis, Arkansas, and just so happened it was something going on with their vehicle to where the local police stopped them. And just so happened these dudes were part of some kind of like terrorist group or some kind of alt left, you know, Nazi camp or some shit like that. But anyhow, them dudes ended up shooting and killing 2 officers probably 3 blocks north of my crib. And just because if those cops would have never stopped them dudes, they would have wreaked havoc somewhere else. But because they stopped them on a routine traffic stop, because of whatever the case may be, them officers lost their life. Like I said, 3 blocks from my crib. And I'm looking like, so like you said, while the mindset is you always have to deal with or look at it as if, man, look, this person might be on the way to kill somebody.